A local Muslim woman wants the Department of Justice to investigate a Missouri gun range over what she calls racial discrimination. KCTV5's Greg Payne spoke with the CEO of the range, who believes they did nothing wrong.
I've been to other gun ranges before in the past, and I have never had any issues like I had with this gun range.
On January 1st of this year, Rania Barakat went to Frontier Justice Gun Range in Lee Summit.
My husband, Albada Bayazid, has actually been here multiple times with his friends and has had no issues.
But after she filled out her waiver and handed her ID to the cashier, she got a response she wasn't expecting.
As we were getting ready to pay, she had told me that I have to take my scarf off in order to go into the gun range and shoot.
She was wearing a hijab, a religious head covering some Muslim women wear when in public.
I've encountered racism before, but it was never to the point where someone had told me to remove my scarf in order to enter a facility or do any type of activity like this.
Range officials say they were not trying to discriminate against the customer, but instead it was for safety reasons, and it was to protect that customer in particular from this.
Any pieces of clothing that can perhaps be a safety issue and catch brass or potentially cause risk for burns. It's not only just getting burned, but it's the reaction as you're getting burned. A lot of times we see people pointing guns at other people when they're moving around after they're being burned.
A scenario the CEO, Mike Brown, says can be fatal, and the reason they have a very strict dress code. He says he's spoken with Rania about these guidelines and has given her alternatives.
She is more than welcome to use any of the services we provide other than being on the range if she's not willing to adhere to our safety guidelines.
This specific policy is one we found several reviewers of the business have complained about, and one Rania, along with the Council on American Islamic Relations, will keep fighting.
I will not allow anyone or anything to come between my hijab nor my religion.
We welcome everybody into our stores. And so it hurts my feelings when someone accuses us of an intention of something like that that certainly is not our intention.
Reporting in Lee Summit, I'm Greg Payne for KCTV5 News.